Welcome everyone. I'm recording this video as a part of Open Educational Resources assignment submission for the FDP 201X at IIT Bombay X. The domain that I have selected is Educational Technologies. So today I'll be talking about how to make use of Google Forms in order to take quizzes. Okay, so what is Google Form? Google Form is a web-based app used to create forms for data collection purposes. Students and teachers can use Google Forms to make surveys, quizzes, or even registration sheets. The form is web-based and can be shared with respondents by sending a link to them or by sending an email message. You can also embed the form in a web page or a blog post. Data gathered using this form is typically stored in a spreadsheet. So how have I made use of this Google Form as a part of ICT? So let me quickly show you an example of what I did using Google Form. So I use this Google Form as a part of my flipped classroom teaching methodology. What is a flipped classroom? So a flipped classroom is a form of learning in which students learn new content online by watching video lectures. So what I did is, ahead of my lecture on course objective 3, which is related to deadlocks, I provided this form to all my students. What did this form contain? So this form contained a video from NPTEL regarding deadlocks introduction. So students were asked to watch this video and solve a few MCQs related to the video. So these are the MCQs related to the videos. So after the students watched the video and they submitted their responses on this quiz that I have given beneath the video, I collected multiple responses from them, and the responses can be visualized in various formats. So as we can see the insights or the summary from the responses, 76, as you can see, 76 students have responded to this quiz. The summary indicates these are the emails of all the students who had filled up the quiz. These are their respective scores, and this indicates the score was released at what time, that is when did they complete this assignment. Another beautiful advantage of Google Forms is you can view the questions and the responses on each of the questions in a graphical format. As we can see, question number 1 had 3 options, out of which the first option was the correct answer. So we can see that 74 out of 76 students had responded correctly, which makes it to 97.4% of students. Again, 0% of students had selected B. 2 out of 76 had selected option C, which was the wrong option. Similarly, you can see details of all the questions and the number of students who marked which answer. Another feature of Google Form is you can also check individual responses. That is, when you click on the individual tab, you can see the survey form of each and individual student. As you can see, email address of Marilyn who had filled this survey, the roll number of the student, and the responses collected in the form from that student. Similarly, you can see the same for all the other students by just clicking here. So if I click next, it will show me the form for another student who had filled this survey and which options he or she had marked. Next, the another advantage of Google Form is you can collect the responses in a spreadsheet. So when you click on this icon over here, it opens up the spreadsheet and all the data is gathered within the spreadsheet. So as we can see, the spreadsheet has loaded. You can see the responses of all the students in the spreadsheet. So we have around about 76 responses collected and the scores of individual students in the spreadsheet. in this column. Similarly, you have all the questions and the respective answers marked by each student. So let me quickly show you how to create a quiz using Google Form. So for that, what you have to do is you have to search for Google Forms in the Google search bar. It will lead you to this page. You have to click on go to Google Forms. You should be logged in into your Gmail account to use this facility. Alright, so there are multiple templates available over here. You have to select the one which is blank quiz. Click on blank quiz. It will take you to the default template of a quiz. So let's say here I would like to create a quiz for C programming. So give it a title, C programming quiz. You can insert the description over here in this field. Then let's say you want to embed a YouTube video within the survey or within the quiz. You can click on this icon over here, which will allow you to insert a YouTube URL. So supposedly you have taken this video as a part of the video lecture that you would like to show to the students. Copy the URL, paste it over here, click on the search icon. As you can see, the video has been fetched from YouTube. Select the video, click here, and the video will be integrated or embedded inside the quiz. You can give it a title. Now the next thing is you have to start adding your quiz questions beneath the video. So let's say there are a few sample questions that I have taken. These are the few sample questions. So my question number 1 is this. So I have various options for the question. So my first option is int short now. Once I have written my question and the options, I have to provide the answer key to this question. So click on the answer key and select the right answer. Provide the points you would like to allocate if someone marks it as the correct answer. So let's say I want to give this question 1 point. You can give multiple points. Let's stick to 1 over here. Now this is how you create questions. Let's say I want to add another question. I would click on the plus sign over here. It will give me a blank template for another question. Let's add another question. Let's add the options. So once I've added the option, I again will have to mark the answer key to it. So Boolean is the right answer to this question. I'll select Boolean and I will give the number of points I would like to allocate to this question. So likewise, you can keep on adding question by clicking on this plus sign, and then you have to make sure that you provide answer key to each of the question, and you can increase the points depending upon the complexity of the question. So now once you have created your quiz, you can preview the quiz by clicking on this icon over here. So this is how the preview looks of the quiz that we just created. Let's select the option and you can just submit. This is how the screen would look when someone submits the response. Now quickly, how do you send this quiz that you have created to your students? So you can simply click on the send button over here and you can email it to your students, or you can prepare a link for this quiz you can use the shortener URL option. You can copy this URL and paste it in your WordPress site or your web page or your blog, and ask the students to click on the link and fill up the quiz. So this was all about using Google Forms as part of educational technology to better the teaching learning process. Thank you.